This man dumps this rude woman on a date. Stay tuned to the end to find out exactly why, but in this first clip, guys, it is definitely not good either. Basically, I guess this woman ended up breaking up with this cheater. He ends up going absolutely crazy, literally embarrassing himself on camera and even hitting himself, which I'm gonna have to, I guess, blur out.
He broke up with a cheater.
I swear to God.
No, don't say that, dude. Gabby, take that back, dude.
No.
Don't say swear to God.
I swear to God.
No, dude. I'm with you for life.
And this next one, I guess this woman's just super mad that her man is calling her when she's with another guy. Like, he ignores her throughout the entire day, but when it comes down for her to cheat on him with another dude, he ends up blowing up her phone, and I guess she's super annoyed by that. She is definitely for the street.
You know what irritates the f out of me? Go all day without talking to you. Go all day without texting and calling you when he want to call you when you with your I'm a nigga fuck on. And it don't just be one call. He be blowing up my motherfucking phone, making me look suspicious. Hey, now, I don't know who the that's my motherfucking sister.
It's over for you thoughts. It's over.
And this next clip is absolutely insane. Basically, we have this woman over here. She ends up confronting her boyfriend, I guess on a recorder, about how he cheated on her with somebody on Tinder. Now, guys, the conversation does go pretty insane, especially with the stuff he did with her. And I'm sorry, there's nothing more pathetic than a person trying to defend themselves after getting caught cheating. Like, they're still trying, and the evidence is all there.
But instead of that, it spaces your mind. You don't give a fuck. And it's getting old, and I'm over it.
You know who doesn't give a fuck? The fact that you were staying home, swiping right, trying to search out some anal adventures. You know what? Yeah, I found your fucking Tinder, okay?
So you got on Tinder?
No, I had
Who
someone
did?
show it to me.
No, I'm big surprised. Guess what?
Big surprise, you're a fucking idiot. The fact that you thought, literally broadcasting that, you are disgusting. You literally were trying to get it in the butt while I was gone.
What? You think I'm trying to get
I mean,
fucked?
you're making me question your whole
Oh my
everything
gosh.
about you. Like,
You're hilarious.
you're
That's funny.
No, you're
I know. It's called a joke, first of all. And second, as soon as that happened, I was like, fuck this, I'm over it.
As soon as you didn't make it,
Who didn't make it?
You did not make your Tinder after I left. You made it before.
Really? Who found it then before? Who found it before?
One of my
He's not denying it, guys.
friends found you the
Really?
day after I left.
Really?
Yep, on my
Really?
birthday, she found it.
Okay.
Don't even fucking lie.
Now, on the topic of something super annoying, I guess we have this man over here. He ends up getting screenshots from his girlfriend that was just absolutely horrible that I would never wish on my worst enemy. But then he just does the correct thing, which is sending it to her father. I really wish I was able to tell you guys what the picture was, but it's just blurred out for me as well. In this last clip, it just goes to show that sometimes you can never please a woman no matter how good you act. And this is where being the bad guy is always the best in your situation, because you're not losing any money, any time by being a bad guy. It's always the nice guys that lose the most time, the most money, and everything. And I guess this woman over here just got the ick from this dude she was talking to for quite some time, and for some reason she could never change her feelings towards him. And this goes to show that sometimes women don't even know what they want anymore.
Where's your first boyfriend at?
Like my very first boyfriend or my
When you had the
baby's
child,
father?
baby's
Oh
father.
yeah, he's in here. He's in the. He's
Why
there.
did you guys like?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I got love for him. He's a great guy. We had great chemistry, but the love faded away.
What do you mean it faded? What do you mean it faded away?
I get bored and I get.
Okay, so here we go.
It's not that I get bored.
Here we go. So you don't want a nice guy because he was a good guy, right?
He's a great guy. He
See what I'm saying?
he's a
look,
very judgmental person that I couldn't stand. He judges everything, and that's what I was like. Oh. But other than that, he's a great father. He's a great everything. But
so you just couldn't do it, and
no, I checked out. Once I checked out, that's it. There's no coming back.
And this next one, I guess this woman's ideology just kind of backfired on her. Basically, she is saying she hates feminine men without even realizing who's raising these feminine men.
Oh, so I'm saying you don't think men were more masculine back then than they are now?
Men in general, men worldwide were more masculine because we didn't have feminism. But see, the problem is black women, your mother's generation and your grandmother's generation, they really failed you guys because they told you didn't need a man. So you can't.
Right.
Who raised these feminine, weak black men that you have a problem with? Who raised them? Who raised them? 80% of black children are born out of wedlock. Who raised them?
Mm-hmm.
Who?
We did.
Who's we?
My mom or whoever my grandparents did.
Black who?
Women.
Thank you.
And this sexless guy's an absolute simp. This guy needs to shut up and not preach this on the internet. I feel like he's just doing this to get more women and women's attention. But it just looks absolutely disgusting, to be honest.
When you first meet a woman, you should be spending money. I don't want to hear your fucking excuse why you don't. If you cannot send Zells, pay for her nails to get done and hair done before first date.
You keep talking, man.
7-figure men do go for me. Honey.
And this next one, this guy is definitely playing the game correctly. This woman's pulling up to his crib for no reason at all, and she has no idea why. Once again, women just love those bad guys.
Tell me why I'm for real about to go over to this man's ass place, all f***ing dressed up for what? For what? What does he ever f***ing me? Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this?
It's an evil world we live in.
And this next one's gonna get absolutely violated. I just had to add in this clip.
This guy right here is mad sketchy.
You ain't gotta worry, girl. I won't kidnap you. You mad ugly.
Oh.
Yes! Yeah! Let me see it! Hey, yeah! Oh my!
And this next one, I guess these women are confused about what's wrong with promiscuous women and what comes bad with them, like what kind of baggage comes with them, without even realizing the statistics that promiscuous women or women that sleep around too much are literally the worst to marry, because you can lose half your things and get divorced much higher than a person who isn't.
If you had a promiscuous past, a lot of men are going to look at that and say, I'm not going to take the risk. And let me ask you this question.
What risk is that?
Losing half your shit in 20 years.
They've actually done, there's been multiple studies on this. The more premarital sexual partners that you've had, the higher likelihood of divorce, the higher likelihood of infidelity, and the greater likelihood of reporting relationship and marriage dissatisfaction.
From just the woman's side or from a man's side too?
From both, but it's more pronounced in women.
And this sexless man, I guess, went through his wife's purse to find something that was not candy, even though she said it was food or I guess something she can eat. She was absolutely speechless though. She was so mad that I guess she was just caught and really just couldn't say anything afterwards.
Hello, ¿qué, María? Yo quiero saber para que usted tiene esos condones en su cartera. Señora María. Te estoy hablando.
Yo estoy en tuyo, me está grabando, loco, del diablo.
No, tú me tienes que decir a mí que para qué son esos condones.
Pregunta.
Cuando tú te cambies. Porque ahora tú lo haces comer en una sopa los dos.
Vamos a comer.
¿Tú crees que te lo hagas comer? Dime, ¿para qué son esos condones, María? No, tú vas a tener que decirme. ¿Para qué son esos condones? Oh, no, y ahora...
And this next one, this is absolutely insane. I can't believe her father ended up paying for this. Let me know if you guys would, if your daughter asked for this as well. I probably would.
It's foul. It's so foul.
Hey, are they real or not? Are they real or not?
No.
They're not real?
No.
She said they fake. Those
They are
look
fake.
real. What the Who paid for them? Yeah, who paid for them?
My dad.
Your dad? What dad paid for them? There we go.
And this next clip is definitely one of the worst things I have ever watched in my life. Basically, we have this 35-year-old woman over here. I guess she's going down a checklist of things she wants her man to do during marriage. Now, guys, you'd think the basics would be like, I guess, pay the mortgage and stuff and basic utilities. But no, she actually goes on and says some things that even women should be doing, like basic housework, like cooking food, I guess cleaning. She wants her man to do all of that for her. She hasn't even hit the wall yet. I feel like she still thinks she can pull these kind of guy without even realizing to herself what she even brings to the table.
Those are things I expect men to do in marriage. Okay. Number one, pay the rent, mortgage, and utilities. So that's like the rent, the water, and like the electric. You know what I'm saying? And then if you have a home, like the property tax and the mortgage insurance, all that good stuff. Number two, to do most of the cooking. I cook, but I don't really like to cook. So it's really a plus when I meet a guy who is really good at cooking. And there are actually a lot of men that are great cooks. Number three, the dishes. I don't like doing the dishes, so it would be great to have a man that just took that chore off of my hands because I don't like to do the dishes. Number four, do the laundry. And when I say do the laundry, I don't just mean like put the clothes in the wash. I mean like the whole process. Put the clothes in the wash, put the clothes in the dryer, put them up, iron what needs to be ironed, fold what needs to be fold. Like do the whole thing from A to Z.
And after watching up to this point, you'd actually realize that maybe this girl is joking. Maybe she's just doing this for clicks and views, but she's not. She's being so serious. And like I said, she hasn't even listed one thing yet that she'd even bring to the table. Basically, she wants to be a trophy wife, men catering to her every need. She doesn't want to lift a finger. And at that kind of point, well, who wants to marry that? Marriage is supposed to be a partnership. And clearly she doesn't look at it like that.
Number five, take out the trash. I don't like to take out the trash. Number six, any yard work or housework. Now, he doesn't necessarily have to like fix it.
Wow.
Number 7, upkeep the car. So that includes any tire changes that need to be made, any oil changes that need to be made, putting gases in the car, making sure the cars are washed, like the whole process of upkeeping the cars from A to Z. Number 8 is date nights at least twice a month, but that actually goes into like any form of recreational activities. So if we're going kayaking, if we're deciding to take a camping trip, if we're deciding to go to a theme park, dates and or recreational activities per month. And number 9, an annual honeymoon. I do want to be one of those couples that takes a honeymoon every year in a different location. I think that's super cute. So definitely an annual honeymoon, and then a separate family vacation. So that's 2 big trips per year. So a honeymoon and a separate family vacation, and yes, I expect for him.
And this next one I just wanted to add to this clip. It goes on to show that sometimes if you get your car spray painted by a girl who's mad at you for cheating or anything at all, then sometimes there's always a solution for it.
Ever piss off an ex-girlfriend and come home to see her doing this? Well, in this video, I'm going to teach you 3 ways to remove spray paint on your vehicle without having to repaint it. Option number 1 is lacquer thinner. You can get this at Home Depot, any automotive store, and this stuff is pretty great and also pretty cheap. You can get a gallon of this for about $20. I've said it once and I'll say it 1,000 times. Automotive paint is not nearly as delicate as it used to be years ago. Look how quickly that wiped away all that spray paint, and it did absolutely no damage to the original Lamborghini paint. This is called Goo Gone Graffiti Remover. You can get this stuff at any Home Depot or Lowe's. Go ahead and give her a wipe. My God, it kind of looks like an alien. Oddly enough, option number 3 is just regular old gasoline. Make sure you're wearing gloves for this one. Keep it completely away from any flames. This stuff is very dangerous, but look how well it works. $4 a gallon, probably the cheapest stuff here. And there you have it, the Lamborghini is back to normal.
And if I'm the worst clip on the list, guys, we have this man over here. He ends up getting absolutely disrespected throughout the entire day. She clearly doesn't care about him. She just clearly wants that free food so she could post on social media. But he definitely put his foot down at the end, as he should be, to be honest. Well, that's it, if you guys want to watch. Guys, in the next one, take care. Peace.